Namaste. Welcome to Gentle Yoga with Joy. My name is Joy. This is a great slow moving practice, good for people who have never done yoga, good for people who've done yoga for years. Before we get started, remember, always consult your doctor before beginning this or any new exercise. This or any exercise program could result in injury. Always seek the advice of your physician or another qualified health provider with any questions you may have regarding a medical condition. By continuing with this video, you are agreeing to waive any claim for personal injury and any other damages against the instructor, photographer, and others involved in the production. We'll begin by checking in with our body, just noticing. Top to bottom, side to side. Notice what's tight or tense. Notice what's feeling good. Notice without judgment again. Remembering that we're always free to modify. Ideally in our yoga practice, we want to go slightly outside our comfort zone without pushing to the point of pain. Remember that this is a very fine line and it's going to be different for each of us every day. So we focus right here, right now, in this moment, noticing how we're feeling, how we're breathing, modifying as we go. We'll begin lying back onto our backs. Bending the knees upward. We might want a folded blanket or other support under the head and shoulders. We might want some padding under the lower back as well. Bend the knees upward, lean them against each other for support. Arms beside the body, turning the palms upward. Now we can shut our eyes or soften our gaze. We take a few deep breaths, preparing the mind and body. We focus on the breath. Deep abdominal breathing, breathing with steadiness and ease, the foundation on which we build everything else in yoga. And always, again, the breath we can come back to as a point of focus when our mind starts to wander. Take a deep breath in. Exhaling, we turn the head gently left. The neck and the knees should always stay in their comfort zone. So here with our neck, if this isn't comfortable, we simply don't do it. Option to tuck the chin, again, only if it's comfortable. Gently, that right shoulder can be pressing down toward the floor, and we notice what's going on with the right shoulder, with the right side of the neck. Any tension there that we can let go of, each exhale is an opportunity to let some of it go. Inhale takes the face up toward the ceiling. Exhale, we can roll the head toward the right. Again, option to tuck the chin. Steady breath, focusing on that left shoulder. We can gently press it toward the floor. We can notice what's tight or tense, and we can try to let some tension go anywhere we find it there. Inhale takes the face up toward the ceiling. Exhale. We can open our eyes, focus our gaze. Bending the right knee upward, hands on the shin or on the thigh, or we might use a strap. It doesn't have to be an official yoga strap. A belt, a tie, a towel work equally well. And again, we're pulling that right knee toward the chest, using our strap or other tool, or using our hands. That left knee can remain bent upward with the foot on the floor. If there are back issues, that's usually the most comfortable position. But if it's comfortable and we want to extend that left leg, that is an option too. Taking a deep breath in. Exhale, gently pressing, right knee toward the chest. At the same time, we bring the focus to the spine. Noticing again what's tight, tense, sore, where we might be able to release with the breath, pressing the spine toward the floor as we hug that right knee gently toward the chest. And again, nothing should hurt here. Modify it if it does. Release the right leg, extending that right leg up toward the ceiling. We gently press through the heel. We don't force the knee straight. This is an opportunity to check out how our hamstrings are feeling early in the practice. And again, we don't want to overstretch here. So again, bend that knee as deeply as we need to protect the hamstrings as we press up through the heel. And then we can point the toe and gently alternate a few times. Flexion and extension. And then we can try a little rotation. We rotate that ankle slowly, first one way and then back the other way. And then gently pressing through the heel, the right leg as straight as we can comfortably keep it. Slowly and with control, we lower that right leg down. We have a couple of options here. If we keep the arms extended overhead, we make it a little more challenging. If we bring the hands beside the body, palms down, we give us a little more support here. Always our call to make. Bending the left knee upward. Again, hands on shin, grasping the thigh or running that strap behind the thigh. Right leg extended, or again, it might be more comfortable for the back to keep that knee bent upward. Take a deep breath in. Exhale, gently pressing left knee toward chest, flattening the spine toward the floor. Steady, easy breath. Pavana Muktasana. Releasing the left leg. Extending the leg upward now. Again, pressing gently through the heel, not forcing the knee straight. A little stretch for the hamstrings, and then we point the toe, and then flex the foot again. Flexion and extension. And then rotation. And back the other way. And gently press through the heel. Slowly and with control again, we lower that left leg. Arms overhead along the floor to make it more challenging. Arms beside the body to make it easier and more supportive. Bending both our knees upward. Hands on the shins, on the thighs. We might run the strap across the back of the thighs. Gently pulling the knees toward the chest. Again, might be more comfortable to keep the knees at a more open angle here. We're looking for a good, not a painful stretch, whatever we're feeling today. And again, we might take it a little out of our comfort zone, but we're not pushing to the point of pain. We're flattening that spine toward the floor as well. And our breath is steady. Releasing what tension we find as we exhale. Pavana Muktasana or Apanasana, both names for our knee to chest stretch with both knees. Release the knees now. Bring the soles of the feet down to the floor. Our knees are bent upward. Our feet are hips width distance apart. Arms beside the body, turn the palms upward here. Bridge pose, Setu Bandhasana. We'll start with a slow rolling bridge. This first exercise gives us a chance to check out how our back feels. And the slow, gentle, moving bridge might be our default bridge today. This might be as far as we choose to go. So we take a deep breath in. Exhale, begin to peel the spine off the floor, lifting a vertebra at a time. Option to leave the rib cage on the floor, to lift only the hips. Or again, if it feels all right here, we might unroll a little farther, lifting the rib cage. We're not arching our spine at all at this point, just a straight line sloping down from the knees. And once we're there, we begin to roll back down again. A vertebra at a time, paying attention to what we're feeling. Noticing what's tight, tense, sore. Again, any tension we can release with the exhale, we let go until we're back on the floor. Now again, depending on what we're feeling, that may be our bridge for today, and we can repeat that exercise each time throughout. Or option for this next bridge to hold the bridge at the top. Again, taking a deep breath in. Exhale, begin to peel the spine off the floor. Again, a vertebra at a time, option to lift hips only, or to roll a little higher. Straight sloping line down from the knees, not arching the spine. And again, option to roll right back down and keep rolling up and down, or again, we can hold here. If we're holding, option to tighten the buttocks. We don't tighten the buttocks if the back is arched, but in this preliminary bridge, it's all right to do that. With the tension in the buttocks, we try to relax the feet and breathe. Steady, easy breath. Setu Bandhasana, bridge pose. Rolling slowly back down, a vertebra at a time. Once we're relaxed on the floor, we'll bend our knees upward, taking another knee to chest stretch. That will be our counter pose after each of our bridges. Again, hands on shins or thighs, or using our strap, take a deep breath in. Exhale, we can lift the head and shoulders, wrap the arms around the knees, or get a closer hold with the strap or the hands. We release back down. If there's a gap between the head and the floor, we want to put a blanket or some other cushioning under there so that the head is supported. And we're gently pulling the knees toward the chest, flattening the spine toward the floor. And this time, we can hold the pose steady, or we might add a little movement. Gently and experimentally, we can rock side to side, shoulder blade to shoulder blade, rocking across the width of the spine. Seeing how that feels, doing only what feels good here. We might try rocking along the length of the spine, tailbone up toward the shoulders, breathing steady, and release. Soles of the feet come back down to the floor. Again, our knees bend upward, feet hips width distance apart, turn the palms upward. Ready for our second bridge. This time we might keep the arms where they are. We might experiment, taking the arms overhead. Again, if this doesn't feel good, we don't do it. We just keep the arms beside the body. The hands might be clasped here, or we might try grasping opposite forearm with the opposite hand. Taking a deep breath in. Exhale, begin to peel the spine off the floor. Again, hips only or lifting the rib cage too. Straight sloping line down from the knees, no arch to the spine. We can tighten the buttocks if we like. And if it's in our practice, option here to maybe extend the right leg up toward the ceiling. This is just an option. Do it or don't do it. Whatever we do, we breathe. 1 foot bridge. Ekapada Setu Bandhasana. Bringing that right foot down. We find stability in the pose here before we extend the left leg as an option. Again, or keeping both feet on the floor, steady, easy breath either way. And bringing that foot back down. And slowly rolling the spine down toward the floor. And once again, bending knees upward, hands on shins or thighs, or using our strap. Deep breath in. Exhale lifts us. We wrap or clasp the knees, get that closer hold, release back down, pulling the knees toward the chest, flattening the spine toward the floor. And again, we might add a little movement, side to side, to and fro. We might leave the spine on the floor and circle the knees. And circle back the other way. Again, finding what feels good here, leaving all the rest alone. And release. Soles of the feet down to the floor, knees bent upward, feet hips width distance apart, our last bridge. Turn the palms upward. Again, we might choose that first bridge, rolling up and down with the breath here, or we might try full bridge this time. Still a gentle pose. For full bridge, we take a deep breath in. Exhale lifts those hips off the floor. As we do, we roll up onto the shoulders. Now the neck should be comfortable here. If it isn't, roll right back down, do that gentler version instead. As we breathe, we press down with the arms and hands. We press up with hips and thighs. Trying to keep those thighs, knees, and feet parallel. And the breath is always steady. Setu Bandhasana, bridge pose. Releasing all the way back down. And again, we bend the knees upward. Hands on shins or thighs. Using our strap if we prefer. Deep breath in. Exhale to lift, wrapping the arms or clasping the knees or pulling them close. As we press the knees toward the chest, flatten the spine toward the floor. And again, we might rock, roll, circle the knees. Experiment with circling the knees in opposite directions. All variations of our Apanasana both need a chest stretch. And now, releasing the feet to the floor. We roll to our sides, bending the knees, and press ourselves up to seated. And take a comfortable seated position. Elevating the hips makes it easier for both hips and knees. We can use a folded blanket, some kind of a cushion there to lift the hips. We might have our knees cross-legged. If that's not comfortable, we bend our knees upward or extend the legs. Again, yoga is about alleviating suffering, so we don't sit in an uncomfortable position here. Once we have our comfortable seat, we can turn our palms upward. Bring the shoulders up and back. Tuck the shoulder blades down, back, and together. Gently draw in the chin and lengthen up through the crown of the head. Now we can shut the eyes or soften the gaze. Take a deep breath in. Exhale, lowering the chin gently toward the chest. Again, the neck gets to decide. If it isn't comfortable, we don't do it. In this position, we can experiment with a little gentle side-to-side motion of the chin. And this should feel good, or again, skip it or modify it if it doesn't. and bringing the chin back to the center of the chest. Inhale and lift the head in line with the spine. Exhale, gently turn the head right. Again, only as far as is comfortable. Then inhale, back forward, and exhale, gently left. Inhale forward, exhaling right. Inhale forward, exhale left. Inhale forward, exhaling right. Inhale forward, and exhale gently left. Inhale forward. We can open our eyes. Exhale. Inhale the shoulders up and back. Exhaling, tucking the shoulder blades down, back, and together. Reverse that. Inhale, shoulders come up and forward. Exhale to release them down. Once more. Inhale, shoulders up and back, and tucking the shoulder blades down, back, and together. We bring our hands to our shoulders, elbows bent and forward facing. Now inhale, deep breath in, filling the lungs, expanding. Exhale, brings those elbows back together again. Inhale to open. Exhale to release. Inhale to open. And exhale to release. Now sitting up tall, we place our right hand beside our right hip, taking a little side stretch here. We can walk that right hand out. We want both sits bones to be rooted to the floor so that we're feeling the stretch along the left side of the body. And we can bring that left arm up and over, depending on how the shoulder is feeling. If you, like me, have shoulder issues, you might find it more comfortable to bend that elbow, pressing the head into the hand into the head. And again, releasing as we breathe. We might find a little more ease as we open. Keep that top shoulder back. Keep the neck wherever is comfortable, gazing forward or maybe slightly upward here. Parshva Sukhasana, side stretch in our comfortable seat. Releasing here. Sitting back up, we can change the cross of the knees if they are crossed. Planting that left hand beside the left hip and bringing right arm up again if it's comfortable there. We can walk that left hand out, keep that top shoulder back, arm extended or elbow bent, pressing head into hand into head, and again, both sits bones rooted. That opening sensation along the right side of the rib cage, comfortable neck, steady breath. Parshva Sukhasana. Releasing now, coming back up. We sit up tall. Inhale to root the sits bones down to lengthen up through the crown of the head. The exhale will twist us gently right. We can bring that left arm over the right knee. That palm facing outward is usually considered easier on the shoulder there. Again, your mileage may vary. If it's more comfortable, turn the palm down. Right hand behind us supports us. Each inhale can root us down and lengthen us up. Each exhale, we can explore the pose. Find out where we might go a little deeper, where we might need to back out a little bit. And the neck, as always, is in its comfort zone. That might mean gazing in line with the chest. Or again, it might be comfortable to take that gaze slightly right. Parivrita Sukhasana, twisting in our comfortable seat. Releasing, forward facing. Again, option to change the cross of the knees. If they are crossed, inhale to root down, lengthen up. Exhale takes us left. We can bring the right arm over that left knee, palm outward. Inhale to extend. Exhale to explore the twist with the breath. Parivrita Sukhasana. Releasing now. Forward facing. Bend the knees, place the feet on the floor. We can place the hands on the shins here for seated cat and cow. If it's more comfortable to extend the legs here, that's always an option too. And we sit up straight and tall. Taking a deep breath in. Exhale, begin to press the spine gently back. As the center of the spine moves back, our head and tailbone will tilt toward each other. And this is a seated cat arch. Upavishta Majariasana. Inhale, reverses that motion. The center of the spine now moving forward. And as it does, we can gently tilt the head and tailbone back, keeping the neck comfortable, very gentle. Exhale again to our seated cat. Draw out the breath with the movement, very slow. Inhale to seated cow, Upavishta Bitalasana. Exhaling to cat. Inhale, cow. Exhale to cat. Inhale, cow. And exhale, cat. And one more of each. Inhale, cow. And exhale, cat. Now extending our legs in front of us. This is staff pose. With our legs extended in front of us, we might find that sitting on a folded blanket or other prop makes it a little more comfortable, more room for the knees here. Also, if there's a tendency to slump backwards, elevating the hips will help to bring the spine neutral. Sitting up tall. Place the hands beside the hips and press down through the heels of the hands. We want to be able to straighten the arms here without hyperextending the elbows. Again, if we need a prop under there to achieve that, depending on the relative length of arms and torsos, we can use a block or any other kind of cushion. Press down through the hands, shoulders back, tucking shoulder blades down, back, and together. Keep that energy rooting through the hands. Now we want energy in our legs. We press the knees to the floor, press the heels down, spread the toes. Arms and legs both strong and active now. Draw the navel gently in. And if it's comfortable for the neck, we might lower the chin toward the chest. Hold and breathe. Dandasana, staff pose. And releasing. Sitting up tall in our staff pose. Inhale again to root down and lengthen up, and exhale, we'll twist to the right. We can bring that left arm over the right leg. Again, palm outward, usually easier on the shoulder. Right hand supports us behind. Long spine, level shoulders, and always the neck comfortable in any twist. Each inhale can root us down, lengthen us up. And again, use the exhale to explore the pose. Noticing where we might go a little deeper, or we might back out a little bit, exploring, looking for our edge today. that point where we're feeling a good but not painful stretch. Parivrita Dandasana, twisting in staff pose. Releasing, forward facing. Inhale, root down, lengthen up. Exhale, gently twisting left. Right arm over left leg, palm outward if it's comfortable. Long spine, level shoulders, comfortable neck as we breathe and explore the twist with the breath. Parivrita Dandasana. And release. Taking our strap now. We bend our right knee, place the right foot against the left thigh. If that knee is hanging out in space, we might use a bolster or block or some other prop to support it. We run the strap around the ball of the left foot, and one end of the strap is in each hand. The left leg is as straight as we can comfortably keep it. A little bend in the knee is always fine. Again, always keep the knee bent rather than overstretch the hamstrings. Shoulders up and back, tucking the shoulder blades down, back and together. Now we notice how we're feeling here. This might be a good stretch, and we can stop right here. Each inhale, we can root down and lengthen up. And as we exhale, look for where we might release, releasing from the hips, so that we've got a nice long spine and level shoulders, whether we're straight up and down or at a little angle. Inhale, extend. Exhale again, noticing what's tight or tense. Steady breath. Janu Shirshasana, one-legged forward stretch. And releasing. Switching sides. Extend the right leg, bend the left knee outward. Left foot against the right thigh. And again, support for that left knee is needed. Don't let it just hang out there in space. Strap around the ball of the right foot and one end of the strap in each hand. And again, right leg as straight as we can comfortably keep it. Bend the knee as much as we need to. Shoulders up and back. Again, noticing what we're feeling. Inhale to extend. Exhale, maybe we find a little release there. Steady, easy breath as we explore the pose. Janu Shirshasana, one-legged forward stretch. Literally head to knee pose, but that's not really the object here. Just getting that spinal extension and any release from the hips. And releasing. Extend both legs in front. Running the strap around the balls of both feet. We've got one end of the strap in each hand. The legs are as straight as we can comfortably keep them. In this pose, because both legs are extended, we might find we need to bend the knees a little more. The hamstrings will always fight us harder when we have both legs extended. Shoulders come up and back. And again, we might find we're experiencing a good stretch right here, and here is where we stop if that's so. But again, each inhale can root us down, lengthen us up. And we really want to slow our breath down with this one. Notice where the muscles are restricting us, trying to let something go with that exhaling breath. Paschimottanasana, two-legged forward stretch, literally west stretching pose in Sanskrit. As we release, if we're feeling a lot of sensation in the lower back, bend the knees a little more. Just releasing that spine, letting it melt forward. Steady, easy breath. And release. And from here, we can lie back onto our backs. Again, folded blanket under the head and shoulders if we need to make it more comfortable here. Our knees are bent upward. Walk the feet out mat width distance apart. Take the arms beside the body, palms upward. Deep breath in. Exhale gently takes the knees left. Inhale the knees back up. And exhale, knees to the right, no farther than is comfortable. Again, knees should never go out of their comfort zone. Inhale up. Exhaling gently left. If we want a little more sensation, we press that opposite shoulder toward the floor. Inhaling up, drawing out the breath with the movement. Exhale right. Inhale up. And exhaling left. Jatara Parivartanasana, lying down, spinal twist. Inhale up. Exhaling gently right. Inhale up. And exhaling to the left. Now inhale, knees back up. Exhale, bring the feet hips width distance apart. And we can bend those knees upward. One last knee to chest stretch. Hands on shins or thighs or using our strap. Deep breath in. Exhale, wrapping the arms or clasping the knees or pulling the knees toward the chest as we release the spine back to the floor. Again, head is resting on the floor or on a blanket or other prop. Pulling the knees gently toward the chest, flattening the spine toward the floor. We might add our little movement again, side to side, to and fro, circling the knees, one direction, circling back the other way. And release, feet down to the floor, knees bent upward. Extend the arms overhead along the floor, stretching out the spine. Deep breath in. Long, full exhale. Another deep breath in. Another long, full exhale. One more deep breath in. Exhale to extend the arms up toward the ceiling. Now we can shut our eyes or soften our gaze. We can rub the palms of the hands together, generating some heat between the palms, and then pressing the palms over the eye sockets. Opening the mouth wide. Allow the mouth to close, lips together, teeth apart, tongue relaxed inside the mouth. Elbows can slip to the floor, the hands can fall palms upward, open and relaxed. Shavasana, relaxation pose. Here we might keep our knees bent upward and lean them against each other for support, just as at the beginning of class. If there are back issues, this is usually easiest on the back. Or we might extend our legs. And I recommend here, if we have the legs extended, that we put a rolled blanket or bolster or other prop so that the knees are slightly bent, allowing the back to relax. We might lie on our side or stomach instead. Use our props to make ourselves comfortable. If we're on our back, Arms extended beside the body, palms upward. Shavasana, relaxation pose. Deep, natural breaths. Letting go of stress and tension with each exhale. Allowing our body to relax completely, to melt into the mat, to relax and breathe. We can begin now to bring awareness back to our bodies, deepening our breathing, and beginning to waken our bodies with small movements, starting with the fingers and toes, hands and feet. We can gently turn the head from side to side. We might extend arms and legs, stretching out the spine, bending the knees upward. We can roll to our side, curling into a fetal position, and we might remain here breathing until we're ready to press ourselves back up to seated. Namaste. The light within me salutes the light within you. Thank you so much for practicing with me today.